Good afternoon. Hi, everyone. How are you? I wanted to do a little review and say that I committed more than 12 days ago. These have not been consecutive days, but I did commit more than 10 to 12 days ago that I would come to you with my three-in-one move, meditate, and manifest practice that I have committed to and done to enhance my lifestyle, my speaking, my business, my personal and professional development for decades. So, just to give you a little background, when I stopped dancing professionally, I did what many dancers do. And I turned to yoga studios, Pilates studios, and the gym, places that I hadn't spent time before because all of that happens in the rehearsal studios of a dance company. And it became my new lifestyle. It was my way of still being in the studio and still taking care of myself at all levels. I've always preferred mind body practices because it's a way, first of all, it's very efficient. You are working on your mindset, on your focus, on the mastery of your mind at the same time that you are working your breath, your body, and even going deeper into your true essence. Some people will say they are connecting with Source, with God, with the soul of their being, whatever your belief system is. Mind body practices that are physical, mental, and spiritual allow you to do that all at once. And so that's what this has been about. And today on day 12, I wanted to start introducing you to thoughts about two things. One is visualizing, actively using creative visualization. You may have heard me, if you are following me for some time now, you may have heard me speak before about Shakti Gawain. And that author is someone I found decades ago. And I still keep a deck on my desk and pull a card every day about creative visualization. And the basic practice is something I want to share with you on this day 12. And then we're going to talk a little bit about balance. Balance, to me, my definition of it is that you find stillness on, let's say physically on one leg, right? Or in a situation because your core strength is such that you have a slight perpetual motion that adjusts your weight and your center of gravity. And so if you think about it that way and you apply it to speaking, to leading, to entrepreneurship, to business, you want that kind of fluid, agile strength, resilient strength, where think about if you were physically falling, how quickly you could catch yourself or recuperate from a fall or almost fall, or how quickly maybe you would be able to, let's say, assist a child or an elderly person. So you have some agility and you have a sense of balance and a sense of strength and true power. And that is what balancing is about. The interesting thing about it is that if you don't practice it and if you don't strengthen your entire core, which you've heard me speak about often, and which many of these, if you haven't done it yet, go to YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's under my full name, Maritza Cascarelli, and you will find all the days there, and you will see that a lot of the exercises are about your core center. It's all your abdominal muscles, your spine, everything that supports you from your shoulders to your hips. It's very similar to a tree, right? You're rooted and grounded in your feet, pulling up through your legs and your center. That allows you to move your limbs more freely. It also allows you to have a more authentically confident posture and to use deep breathing and speak from your diaphragm. So it's all connected. And why creative visualization? Because it works. So I want you to think of something that you desire. It is absolutely human nature to be asking for or desirous of something. Now, it helps if it isn't always a singular material thing. Think a little broader than that. Think about what you want, what you desire to bring to the world, what type of impact you want to have, what message you are sharing, right? I am sharing this movement meditation manifestation series because it is the message that I share, that you get to express yourself fully, and that this is how you create the life and business and talks that you wish to share with the world. So think of something that you desire, a way you desire to be, something you want to do, something you wish you had. And in this exercise, make it realistic. You know, don't have your craziest fantasy right now. I love for you to dream big and to have big ideas, but think of something realistic, something that you are aspiring to, that you desire. And sit or lie down, or better yet, even stand up. So I don't know if this camera is going to be far enough for me today to stand up for you. You will not be able to see my feet, but at least you can see me here standing. My feet are parallel to each other. You've seen me demonstrate this to you with my hands before, and I have weight balanced equally kind of at the ball of my foot and in front of my heel, and all 10 toes are on the floor. So they are parallel to my hips, right? And the heels are parallel to each other, and they're hip width apart. So my feet are not touching right now. They're like this. So this is considered soft knees, so you can feel your quadricep. Remember how when we cough, you know, your abdomen goes in. So you want to think about that and pull your abdomen up, your lower abdomen, and close your rib cage. So now your upper abdomen's engaged, and roll your shoulders. And I spoke to you before. We spoke about widening your shoulders so that you're smooth in your back and wide in your clavicle. You don't have chicken wings, scapula sticking out in the back. So as you stand like this, you start to feel your roots. I want you to picture your roots like you were a tree down into the ground in this Tadasana or mountain pose. As I open and roll my shoulders back, I allow the palms, they don't have to be facing forcefully front, but I allow them to turn in towards my thighs and slightly to the front of the room. So this is your mountain pose. And then carefully keeping your knees like railroad tracks and keeping them over your ankles. I have this chair behind me. I'm not really going to sit in it, but I'm going to pretend that I'm sitting in it. And my arms are going to raise up. Now my palms are facing each other. This is, now I'm in chair pose. So you were in mountain pose, lower your shoulders. They're going to want to creep up, lower them down. And then finally, come up back to standing and take one foot. You're going to place it on the opposite inner thigh or on the opposite inner calf, but not on your joints, not on your knee or your ankle. And now you can have your hands in a prayer position, right at your heart center. Try not to go too high. Again, shoulders down and wide. And that's the third pose. Now you can take 5 inhales and exhales in Tadasana. In for 5, hold for 5, and through your nose for 5 times. Then just shift back as if you're going to sit in my little desk chair here, right? Make sure your knees are back by your ankles, not over your toes. Slide your shoulders down. You might need to bend your elbows a little bit if you're not super bendy, flexy yet. And then come up. That would be 5 rounds of inhales and exhales. And then I'm in tree pose. Remember that my foot is on my inner thigh. My hands are in a prayer position. Not, if being on your inner thigh is not possible now, go down to your calf level. Not on your knee or your ankle. And you could do 5 breaths here. And then as you're getting warmed up, remember to alternate sides, by the way. So you're going to do, sometimes you're standing, once you're standing on your right leg, once you're standing on your left leg, right? So you're going to do the mountain pose for a full breath. Down to your chair. Good. And up to your tree. And let's talk about today's creative visualization of really placing your mind's eye while you're going through the series gently, softly on something you really, really desire and seeing it play out. Imagine yourself being that way, doing the thing, having what you desire. Imagine it in all your senses, how it smells, tastes, feels, looks. And then you might create a mental picture. What I would do 5 breaths in each of the poses. Then what I do is 1 breath in each of the poses. So I'm going to do about 5 repetitions. Each side is 1 repetition, right? So mountain pose, chair pose, tree pose. 5 inhales and exhales in each on the right. On the left, your tree pose. 5 inhales and exhales each. And then I cut it down to just 1 big inhale, hold. Slowly exhale in the mountain pose, in the chair, and in the tree pose on either side. And I do about 3 to 6 repetitions of that on each side. And then I would sit still here or cross-legged on my mat, or I would even lie down. I have a couch across from my desk that I like to just lay down on. And I would close my eyes and I would really imagine a sense of what it would be like for me if my wish, my desire came true. Because here is your meditation mantra for today, your affirmation. I was trying to find my word. My desire, or something even better, is now coming true. My desire, or something even better, is now coming true. You're repeating this for yourself. Your desire, or something better, is already coming true. And I will tell you that I practiced this type of visualization all throughout my career as a dancer and in theater. I practiced it when I had my previous business in my studio. I have practiced it through my speaking career. I have actually seen entire engagements of a talk play out in my mind's eye just before heading to the venue, just before hitting the stage. The power of this is scientifically proven. Once you practice this on a regular and consistent basis, you will be in awe and have many stories about how you saw it, even how you dreamt it, and it came to be. And this is day 12 of Move, Meditate, and Manifest with Maritza. I hope you are enjoying these. I hope you've already been to my YouTube channel and subscribed. And there is still a long way to go on this. So I have committed to 40 days of sharing these ideas, these movements, these meditations, and my way of manifestation with you, because I know for certain that it works for me and it will work for you. If you have questions or comments, place them in the comments, private message me, and follow me in all the places under Maritza Coscarelli. Go over and like Maritza Coscarelli Coaching, and I will continue to bring value to you as a speaker, a coach, an entrepreneur, a new business owner. Let's talk soon. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.